we got y'all together. Y'all together. I'm gonna raise y'all up. Actually, I don't even need to raise y'all up. I just need to make sure y'all in the right location. Alright, and then we got these folks right here. Getting everybody loaded. Now we gotta finish doing hello everyone. Hello, hello, hello. And period, and we back. A lot going on. Period, point blank. But either way, we back. And so the thing is that I had to wait until this friggin' floor dried. And now that it is, I got some other shit to do. And now I think I'm gonna end up just doing this step because, you know, everything done the way it need to be done. And we just gonna say, because I got this early to do too, but I don't know where these things, these are all the little things from the party. Anyway, the floor looked good. The rug is right there, but it needs to be pulled over here. But I had to wait till everything dry. And so we got everything dry now. It ain't dry, but it's dry as fucking up for me to move on to the next section. I can tell you that. And I was thinking I might leave this couch right here because why not? I don't know. I just ain't rearranged nothing back yet. So as of now, the way that it is, it's just the way that it is. So I got still this whole area that I need to clean off. So I'm gonna fill this thing right here up with some more water. I literally took and pulled the cameras down, and then I fucking forgot that to plug them back in. And so I ended up going to sleep, but the craziest thing just happened. So mind you, it's been a couple weird things for today anyway. But let me tell y'all how. Apparently, I got summoned back to work. Y'all can't see. And let me tell you how. So I was asleep, minding my own business 5 minutes ago, right? And out of nowhere, I feel my legs start to do this thing like somebody was tapping me. And then the fucking smoke alarm went off. But mind you, that chirp that it does when something else is controlling it, it's weird. Because I swear to God, I think it's a fucking jinn. Um, you know, but it's an energy that's tied to something, somewhere, somebody. I don't know what the hell. All I know is that shit chirped. I felt the thing on my leg, and then it was basically like, bitch, get your ass up. So, who that? Hey, Miss Kelly. Just woke up to use the bathroom. Oh, and you're here, girl. I got summoned here. I just was saying that. I got summoned to the spot. Like, get up. It's time to finish the job because, as you know, y'all, been a couple weird things that happened today. So my curtain fell. I got to put that back up, but I got to bring a ladder in here. But I said I had to bring a ladder in here anyway to make sure that I washed that part of the wall, right? Why did the fucking curtain fall down? To make sure that now I gotta wash that portion of the wall. So I don't know what the hell that was, but now that's making sure that I gotta bring the ladder in here, because if I don't put, I gotta make sure that I put the fucking um the curtain back up. So I'm just over here. Anyway, my floor looks good. Y'all see it. Everything over there is done. I wiped up some stuff up there. I gotta clean that off. I got to clean up the fireplace, because that's not done yet either. So around the fireplace, I need to clean everything off that's up there. But right now, what we gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and do my steps. And thank God I didn't do the steps, because my son had somebody. He done had an impromptu party again, and people, in and out. So, but once I do these motherfucking steps, he best to know. They take their shoes off anyway, but this right here should have been done a long, long time ago. So I'm gonna turn y'all towards the area where we about to be working at. Matter of fact, I'm gonna wait for a minute. Let me go ahead and get my utensils and tools together. Miss Kelly, how was your day? Miss Kelly, I ain't listen. I told you it'd be some real weird supernatural ass shit happening around here, right? But mind you, it just be funny, because it just be like shit that just be like stay on your P's and Q's, like let's get this together. But mind you, like I said, that fucking waking me up thing, that was intentional. Because literally that smoke alarm is not going off. Y'all don't hear that shit. It literally chirped. Mind you, I laid there, the bitch chirped again to make sure that I got the fuck up. And the only thing it makes me think sometimes, I swear, and I know this may be crazy, judge y'all mammy, right? Not me. Cause I know it's crazy. But I swear I be thinking that it's me in another, you know what I'm saying, timeline or something. Like, get up, make sure you finish the job. Cause even in the office, I gotta finish that, because I moved the desk over here. I moved the desk out of there, but I had another desk that was in there. So I gotta find a different chair to sit here, and then I'm debating on what I want to put there. But anyway, long story short is, Self said, "Get your ass up, bitch. Get your ass up." Okay, I'm going back to sleep so I can be up for Earth School, and period. Well, it's Saturday anyway, so we probably gonna be here, but I don't even if I, because once my time gets thrown off now, it's the weekend, so. All right, so let me get the water together, y'all. Anyway, Miss Kelly, good night. Just leave me on, please. Don't cut me off. Just leave me on, all right? Um, so we can have some numbers. Anyway, I'm gonna get this stuff right here together. Then we're gonna turn towards my dirty steps, Judge Your Mammy, and I'm gonna be doing that. So I'm probably gonna put my headphones anyway, because y'all know I can't be, So if y'all hear me singing off key, mind your business. Just enjoy the views and the cleaning sounds, okay? Because that's what I'm here for. But I had to get back to streaming, because myself said, "Get your ass up, honey. You said you was gonna stream. We got 30 days to get something done. And if I don't get this done in 30 days, I don't know what to tell y'all. We gonna be doing whatever we doing. So I gotta make sure that all this stuff is taken handled like the business is supposed to be handled, okay? So we're gonna do that. It's Saturday. I'm thrown off already. It's all right, Miss Kelly. We still here. Like I said, put me on your TV, please, and thank you, y'all. And just so y'all know, I need 5 people to get on my OnlyFans. So what I did was, because I need to be able to stream from there to do my sleep streams. So what I did was I sent a link, and I don't know. I think I sent it on to Instagram to the Earth School, to the collective inside of us over there. Um, LaDonna, hey LaDonna, I need this to do my stream over there. So I did it a free, like I think it's free trial or something. Y'all can cancel the trial. Just click on it, accept it, cancel the trial if you don't want to be on it. But if y'all didn't get the free link, let me know if you want to be on it and go from there, because what's on there You know, you may not be interested in, or you may be interested in. But mind y'all, I'm gonna just go ahead and set the disclaimer right now because you know I don't want the world. Y'all, my clicks are crazy. Like I went and looked at my analytics for Grand Rising Ladonna, y'all, and welcome. Thank you for being here, y'all. My clicks on my OnlyFans is crazy. So I don't know who being nosy, but it's a whole lot of like that shit shot the day that I posted it. Mind you, everybody just circling around it. So it's crazy. Y'all don't gotta, try to avoid it. It's there for a reason. And I'm gonna be doing sleep streams over there because at the end of the day gonna end. Like I said, I ain't done nothing wrong. I know when people hear OnlyFans, they hear, something grown and adult. But, it's my feet and some other stuff. But mind you, the thing is, the content was already made from somewhere else. So even like there's a tub thing, I didn't even put that in there, but it's on TikTok. If y'all go to my TikTok, y'all will see like a lot of this stuff. But the other stuff is from when me and the person that I was with, was gonna have that, and so there is that. But anyway, my clicks are off the charts, which is weird because this is one of the things where I keep saying people be watching me so hard and so heavy, but then they don't. They trying to act like they're invisible, but analytics are showing me that it's a whole lot of people that are monitoring apparently my behavior or something. Why? And because the reason why I'm asking why is because if y'all trying to act like y'all are invisible. I don't know. It's just the strangest thing because I ain't hiding from y'all. I'm putting it there. So nobody got to try to, go around. I don't know. It's just strange to me because, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this might be the life. Like, when you start doing things and this is social media or whatever, but my clicks are crazy. So I'm going to just tell y'all that. Anyway, long story short, y'all see what I'm doing, getting everything together. Happy New Year to everybody. Also, because springtime, New Year, spring equinox, things of that nature, all of that good shit. So happy New Year to everybody. Mind you, oh, let me tell y'all something else. This is the thing, right? When I said we have to learn who we are as people, like even how we navigate through relationships and shit like that, right? Remember I said that I've been in relationships with people and sometimes I don't like nobody asking me questions, right? And I realized that when I'm in a relationship with somebody and I don't like them asking me questions, I really don't like them, so I shouldn't be in that relationship, right? Okay. So the other thing that I noticed, and I done told y'all about this multiple times, and I done for some reason, as I was cleaning today, I was in very deep thought about a lot of my behaviors, right? So as I'm deep cleaning, I was thinking something is over. Because let me tell y'all something else that I know about me. When I'm getting ready to break up with your ass, or when I'm about to leave your ass, or when something is ending completely for me, I clean. And I mean, I clean to the tune of, sorry, RJ. No, I'm waking up people. I clean to the tune of everything gotta be touched. It's the weirdest thing. Mind you, even when, I know I was getting ready to be done with some niggas and this, that, and the third, y'all, I be washing these motherfuckers shit, hanging it up because I already know what the play is. I ain't never put no nigga out, but technically my energy kicks them the fuck out because I wash all of they shit and I hang it the fuck up, right? And then by the time, whatever incident is about to take place, they be taking the shit out on their own. It's the craziest thing. So literally, I'm over here doing this thing and I'm like, I'm not even in a relationship with nobody, but something is coming to an end because of the fact that I am over here literally cleaning like I'm letting go. But mind you, spring cleaning, getting the energy different, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. Mind y'all, even in the process of everything, I'm just removing everything from around me, right? So all the stuff that got put here, because when I first moved in this house, the house was here. It's like buildings back there. It's all of this stuff that was here, but it came with different people, different energy, this, then, a third. I put all that shit online for sale. Every bit of it. Because at this point, it's like I'm kicking out everybody's fucking energy. If you ever been here or if anything ever was, intertwined, tangled up, it's got to get the fuck away from it because remember we had a conversation about new doors and people and things can't go with you. Y'all, it's the energy attachment even to the stuff that I'm noticing like gotta go. So I'm sitting here watching yesterday because again, the camera's cut off, and for some reason, I had y'all sitting right here, all balled up in a knot. I had to literally come back and actively plug the cameras back in because I never plugged the main source in. If I had to just plug the main source in, everything else would have turned on and been fine. Mind y'all, I kept streaming, not realizing that I never turned the main source on. So y'all have to remember that it be a whole lot of little attachments, and it looked like this. And I don't know this. Right? And it looked like a whole, y'all, it be earth school lessons in every fucking thing. Little do y'all know. Like, this is what life be teaching you. You be the main source because this is the main source. You be the main source in so many people's lives and in so many situations, and you don't even realize like how many people be plugging into you. This can get the fuck off. How many people be plugging into you? How many life sources that you are for so many people? Mind you, if I disconnect every single one of these shits, everybody will unplug. Everybody will die without this main source. But mind you, guess what? Remember, I also said that I never plugged in the main source. So even myself, mind you, I went and took a motherfucking nap because I was in the middle of the stuff. But you see what I'm doing? Untangling, untying, right? Everybody got to stand on their own. Even if I'm the connection to this shit, everybody got to still, this don't need to be here because it ain't even attached to nothing, so it can go. Look, so many different lessons all in one fucking scenario in one situation. And everybody can be here, but everybody got to stand on their own. Look at this. This wire is now crossed up with this wire. Although everybody free flowing, but everybody's not free flowing yet because we got this one that's still connected here. Let's get you right. Because this right here is a lesson in its own. Like, who the fuck ever thought you would learn a lesson from some fucking plugs? Like, literally. Mind you, look at this one. This one just hanging around. This is important, right? Mind you, it's not even on a stand or anything, but it's important. And the reason why it's important, right, is look at me. Because sometimes you have to support yourself. And what this is I'm connected watching one of the streams because guess what? Regardless of the fact, might not be nobody in there at this point in time, but actively, as long as this is running, I'm still getting paid because it's running ads on this shit. So that was a thing. Another thing is this. It's still pertaining to this, but even with my YouTube, right? Because actively, certain people might not be doing. So hold on, I'm gonna unplug this so this way y'all see untangling everybody. So everybody's free flowing, needs to be free flowing on their own. So I'm gonna plug y'all here because that means y'all not crossing up no wires with nobody. This one over here is running on its own stuff. It's not crossing up nobody. This one right here is crossed up with this right here. And so this is how, like, even signals being crossed. Because remember, the earth is about frequencies. I told y'all, the frequency that I was just on said, get your ass up. Because it's lessons around here and you got shit to do. So this now is going to be free flowing because this is all standing on its own 2 feet. But we're going to plug it in over here so I can plug it here too. So that way it don't get connected and crossed up with this one. It works on its own frequency. This one I can plug here. It's going to work on its own frequency. And voila, just like magic, everything's situated. Mind you, it look a whole lot better, don't it? It looked like a whole little ball of trash a minute ago. Anyway, sometimes you have to support yourself, which is why, some of the other connections is there. And it may look like it goes to nothing, but it goes to everything. So take it how it resonates. Anyway, look at this. It's two connections that didn't even really need to be here, that was really actually, still hanging on and lingering. What y'all got that's still hanging on and lingering? What y'all got that's crossed up and tangled up that needs to be straightened out? Now's the moment in time to get it done, because also be mindful in manifestation. It is other people trying to use you because they know you're a good manifester. Certain things like this will try to hold on to jump a ride. We don't know what's going to plug in here later. It's like the invisible strings and attachments that go along with shit. But it's accessible. And we got more places that other people, can try to come in and, connect to. But this time we're going to be mindful as to who we allow to plug or hitch a ride into our main source. You. Because we ain't got it. And some of these things are different, because this right here is an actual another power source. It's the thing that gives you light and illumination. Because guess what? Who going to charge into us? Who we got that we can actually get a power bank on? If I need to pull some power, guess what? Or I need to pull some more light, I can pull some light from there. Like, literally, it be lessons in every fucking thing. And that's how Earth School worked. Like, just being able to see the things that you're meant to see. Like, the things that God is actively working on y'all. So, I'm going to tell y'all something else. And take it how it resonates, because maybe I'm meant to tell y'all this, and maybe y'all are meant to see it how it really is. But it's a lot of talking going on right now. It's a lot of people saying a lot of things that could be true or could not be true, right? And I told y'all, even in the lie, there is also a truth. Okay? So what I've been noticing is this. Throughout history and throughout time, because what we're searching for is the truth, right? This is who we are, the truth tellers. And on top of that, we're trying to rediscover what it is that we're supposed to do here. So finding your purpose and this, that, and the third, right? And a lot of us may think that because we're, just an individual, we may be very small and minute. We may not be as important to the grand scheme of things. That's a lie. So, this is what I noticed. Do with this information what y'all will. If y'all go back in time, even now, look at the people who are creating the problem, right? And it could be anybody. It could be the Jews, it could be the Christians, it could be the Muslims, it could be anybody. Go over any religion, right? Because everybody's pointing fingers at everybody, right? Hey Alicia, welcome. Hey cousin. So listen. Throughout time, throughout history, go back and look at every time anything got reset, right? And this is one of the things that I'm noticing. There's a group of people that keep showing up. And now, and even then. And I'm going to tell you why I identified them. They wear the same thing. Everybody is wearing the same thing. Even though they're trying to tell you and they're trying to spin the narrative, go look at the people's outfits. Who wears that? During the great, when everything got reset during the times, and, they gave us Christianity says it was Noah and the ark. That was supposed to be the thing, God resetting the earth. But there's something in there that also, I keep reading it because I keep telling y'all that in the message when they said the Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, I will give y'all buildings, I will lead y'all to a place where there are grand buildings, grand places of things that you didn't build, right? It's there. Anybody that has, and I don't want to say this because I ain't no medical doctor or nobody, and I ain't diagnosing nobody. Anybody that's ADHD or everybody that watches codes or synchronicities, y'all gonna be the people that see it. Anybody that pays attention to everything. Y'all are going to be the people that see it. Go look at it. Mind you, they always want to start from a certain point. Go back beyond the point. Go back to zero. And when y'all do, y'all tell me what y'all see. Because literally, this shit is coming in my sleep. They wear the same uniform over and over and over and over again because that's your telltale sign of them. Even when they reconstructed everything and you see these people start to come up, it's black and white. It's fucking literally black and white. Black outfits, white shirts. Go look at all the people who are surrounding, some of the things. They start to change, but literally it's black and white. This is the uniform. These are the fucking people. They still doing the same exact shit. Over and over and over and over and over again in your face. And when you see it, you're not going to be able to unsee it. Because why all of a sudden did when you hit the wall, because remember, if y'all even go back to Ancestry, if you go back to Ancestry, for some reason, it is a thing where I think it says 1870. 1870s is when all of a sudden all of these documents and everything else started being destroyed. So when people started doing Ancestry DNA and all this other extra shit, they kept hitting a brick wall there. It was why? Because there was some documents and stuff that they ended up shredding. But the thing about it is, when you go look at DNA and Ancestry, y'all, these people are obsessed with Ancestry. It is a real freaking thing. Mind you, some of these people, the ones that I'm talking about that keep showing up, got denied access to certain points because literally the way they do DNA is off the charts. Like, y'all, when they started actually doing the Ancestry and things of that nature, there's people behind the scenes from Ancestry and places like that that actually get access to the information. It's like the word I hear is chronological. They're trying to place who's who, what's what. But mind you, as even in there trying to place them, they're trying to displace you. Not Ancestry, I don't want no smoke, but the whoever has access. Because literally it's showing that certain people have access. And mind you, then look up who owns it. After you look up who owns it, look up who owns everything else. Like, y'all, the shit is crazy. Same cultures, same religions, same. But when the cultures and the religions come into play, go before that, because literally they keep trying to make it like a point in time is important. They do, BC, before Christ. Y'all, ask yourself this question after you go look at it. Why would they have introduced that? Why would somebody have all of a sudden now try to put you in a box? But even in the midst of the box, they're telling you stuff. So the main thing at the beginning, what does it say? Like, it's that very first sentence. Because even with this is another thing. With everything in the world, and I went and did aesthetics, right? So I'm a certified esthetician, right? In the process, it's food and everything. If you look at the beginning label, the first thing that's in it is the majority of what it's made from. So they'll tell us, like, if a product says the first thing is water, the main base is water. And then it goes into the other products, whatever portion that it goes into. But the beginning says, the very beginning says, in the beginning, God created heaven and earth. And the earth was without form, and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. Mind you, listen to this. In the beginning, God created the heaven and earth. God is everything, right? So connecting God, you, source, the plug, um, that's the first thing, right? And so then when people start to introduce themselves, when I start adding extra plugs and this, that, and the third, because this is the Bible, this is the Quran, and then whatever, Torah, whatever, it could be more of these, right? They start plugging themselves into the system. God was first. But mind you, listen to this, because even in the lie, there's a truth. So we know God was here first because God is the beginning, and that's the first ingredient, right? The second thing that happened was, what the heck? The second thing that happened was, and it says, and the earth was without form and void. There was nothing. There was God. That's it, that's all. But somehow, even in the same sentence, like I said, still truth and a lie. Even in the same sentence, it says, darkness was upon the face of the deep, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. The earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. How? Ain't no water there. It was without form and void. Again, it don't matter about nothing else they put in there. The beginning sentence is the main ingredient. So go back to the main ingredient. That's the point. When you get connected to the main ingredient, ask for what you want. Mind you, a lot of times it's a thing that has been on me. You're not asking the right question. Like, we be wanting to know stuff, we don't be asking the right question. So it's like when you'll say, God give me strength, and then you wonder why you're going through a whole bunch of problems. You ask for fucking strength. How else are you going to get strength if you don't go through the problems? So be careful what you say. The words are important, because that's another ingredient. The power of life and death is in the tongue. Somebody gave you something, a language, because this is not your original language. You got to watch who's giving us stuff. So when they're in the process of giving, here, take this right here. It's adding more plugs to you to drain you. It was just you. That you were the main source. If you don't get plugged in, nothing gets plugged in. You got plugged into God. So then I'm going to give you all this extra stuff that kind of drain your power, or just to start taking up space and occupying stuff. Because remember, I told you, we got plenty more to plug into. But watch what you plug into. Watch what you're connected to. And right now, it's a lot of false information and a lot of bullshit running around. And again, I ain't being disrespectful of nobody's religion or any, thing of that nature. But they're all a part of the problem. Every single one of them. And I don't care what nobody say. Take it how it resonates. And people can say there is no more people coming along to give y'all information. There is nobody else that's going to speak on God. There is nobody else that God's going to deliver a message to. Fucking lie. You can go through, in order for you to talk to God, you got to go through, no, because the beginning was God. All of them are bullshit. All of them. It is people actively running around here. And if you go back through time, you go back through history, look at the fucking pictures. They're trying to keep you from the main plug, the main source. As many things as they can plug in to keep distractions, this, that, and the third, they're going to keep doing it, and you're going to keep getting further and further and further away from God, away from yourself. So do with that information what y'all will, but start asking the right questions, because you're strong enough. You're powerful enough. Now it is actively, what are the right words to use to activate that code in you that's already there? It already exists. You don't need them, you don't need them, you don't need them, you don't need them, and ain't nobody the way to God other than you. period, point blank. And I don't care what none of them say. Every single one of them, I can almost bet you, is going to have to go through way of hell. Why? Because every single one of them has literally tainted God. And I don't care what none of them say. Even if you learn, and that's the thing, as we're on Earth School, we always want to learn. So I'm not even saying to do away with, nothing. Learn what you need to learn, but understand also that God is the key. God was God before them books came along. Every single fucking one of them. God existed before every one of them came along, and then somebody tried to interpret a message and said, God said this. They try to interpret it for you via a language that wasn't even yours. And now you're speaking via a language that's not even yours. And every time we speak it, every time we say something, every time we're setting ourselves back over and over and over again because God, please give me strength to go through this situation, da 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 da. How about God remove the situation, the people, and everything else? You said the weapon will form, but it shall not prosper. How about they don't need to exist? This don't need to exist with that. I don't know. All I know is God is the beginning. That's how it started. Before everybody imparted themselves into the system, God existed first. That's the key ingredient. So that's all I got. Anyway, I'm gonna be cleaning now, and I'm gonna shut the hell up, and I'm gonna be listening to Cardi B, and that's my little tidbit on what I got woke up with and why I'm woke, because I got, summoned here because I was knocked out to get my ass up and get it done. So anyway, love y'all. I'm gonna leave y'all here, but who that? Is that Majestic Grace? Regina. Hi, Regina. Hi, welcome. Thank you for being here. Regina, that's my tidbit on the sky today. So I'm gonna turn y'all this way because we get ready to work on my dirty steps. As y'all see, the house is getting a whole cleanliness is next to godliness mode. I'm gonna turn y'all this way. So we gonna work on these steps. Oh, y'all leaning a little bit. Let me move y'all here. Let me give y'all a better view too. Alright, so we gonna give y'all this view. And y'all, we gonna give y'all this view. Y'all get to see everything, y'all. Because they got a wider camera over here. Plus, I'm streaming this way, so they get to see a whole lot more than y'all, okay? So just know that. That's on my Twitch. So y'all got a good view. Alright, everybody got a good view. I'm gonna find my headphones. And oh man, I didn't even plug these mother suckers in. Period. Let me see. I think they did. Well, I'm gonna have to pull another pair. We're gonna put these on the plug. Oh, they might be working. I don't know. They might not be working for that long. I gotta go get my other pair though. Anyway, for y'all that's going to bed, have a good night. Leave me on y'all screen, please, and thank you. Y'all can turn me down if I'm too loud, okay? And I'll be waking y'all up or something. Bottle after bottle after bottle in a small fuck. Me. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. you. Just me. Don't do too much. Don't do too much. I don't think it's just no. I want to come. I want no daddy. Hair up in the bun. Got to die young. Music fucking my toes in it. It's fucking my soul in it. My pussy in my mouth. These bitches love putting their nose in it. Tell that bitch they better use her head before I come there and put a hole in it like pop, pop, pop. Now she get bold with it. They say, Cardi, you tweaking. You tweaking that bitch. Be doing shit and I do that. Like them tears that ran down my face, you better be salty as fuck. Girl, guess who? And nothing's worth it. Guess who? Guess who? And guess who body got more bitches than they searching. And be nervous. Don't tell me, tell customer service. Then you basically heard they combed that little kitty out. Hey, thank you. Diarrhea beer, breakfast so steak, you just motherfucking here. try to bleed on my step. How they looking, y'all? You getting it in? Can y'all see a difference? I have to take this up there. What time is it? I need to let them dry too. How y'all doing? King Cooper, hi. How's everybody doing? Does it look like a difference? Can y'all tell? Y'all don't forget to hit the like button, please, and thank you. Give me a like. Alright. Does it look like a difference? I think I can see the difference. I gotta do them up there and then go up the rest of the steps, but so I'm gonna finish that one. But I was trying to make sure I stood on the bag, and then come to find out the bag was bleeding on the damn step, turning this shit red. I don't like that. Mind y'all, my house is over 20 years old. This the same damn carpet that's been in here since I got it, so I don't think she ever changed it out, and I just been trying to make sure I keep it clean. So at some point in life, you know, maybe God give me the funds to change it or not, but as of now, this is what I just do to it. So this is the same carpet that's been in the house since I've been here, and when I first got here, you can tell somebody was carpet cleaning, but they didn't really go into the creases because all the creases was very, very black. And so it took me a while to get that out, but you know, be a steward over the little things and God will give you bigger things. So I'm trying to be a steward over the little things, and prayerfully God will give me bigger things. I mean, I like this house, so I'm cool with it. I just want to be able to take care of it in a way that it should be taken care of. So I'm not even asking for anything bigger. I'm just asking to be able to do the things that I need to do. So please give me a like and a follow, please. Because I'm very much happy with where I'm at. Alright, so I think we got one more. Well, that step, and then we got to go up, but they look good to me. What y'all think? Oh. I think it needs to be dry some more. but yeah, I probably need to get some fans around here. Set them up. How y'all feeling about this? Y'all look like I did a good job, y'all? Period. Am I doing good? Can y'all see the difference? Let's see. Do it look cleaner, or for some reason I feel like I need to go inside of them spaces right there more. Is that what it is? That's what I think. It's the inserts right here. I mean, it look fun, but for some reason I feel like that's the part that I see mostly. Like the top one looked like it need to be re-wiped. We'll see. Might be the way y'all sitting too, but because it look like those are throwing shadows or something. But we'll see. Let me see if I can clean it off better. Alright, let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do with it. Hey. Alright, so I think the thing that I see is this, but let's start here. What am I gonna do? Let's see if we can fix it. It could be the way the camera's setting to, but I don't know. We're gonna try it and see. The good thing is it ain't no stains. That's the thing I'm glad I can say, but I get the darkness out. I mean, like, spots or nothing like that, so that's good. Let's see. I might just need to dry, and we'll see after that. Because it could just be that. But then I don't know. Let me see if I can try something else. One more thing. But I think these seem like, it's them top ones. It seem like you got a little something that's down here. Let's see what we got. Just looks a little brown. And I don't like it. Y'all camera's good. Like, I can see done cleaned it as good as it is gonna get. But like I said, the thing is, ain't no spots on it, so that's the best part. So we'll let it dry, and then we'll move on up to the next side. And that's it, that's all. So that's what I got. That's what I got for y'all. So lights out on that. Do a little good. I think it did. Let's let it dry and then we'll go from there. We'll move on up to the next section. And that's what's been taking so long, because literally everything gotta get wiped off, wiped down, cleaned up. This floor in here had to dry. Then I done rearranged some shit around too, so that was the other thing. So I did that. Body looking good, period. Thank you. I'm trying, y'all. And then, but see, the last, matter of fact, let me just say thank you, because literally, y'all, the last past couple days, I've been acting like, I don't know, I was like super duper hungry or something. I don't know what that was, but hopefully it, is over. So I left that, I put that couch over there. I cleaned all the walls, took the, cleaned the curtains, cleaned all the walls. I put that couch over there. I'm not sure if I'm going to leave it there. The rug is right here, but technically the rug should be there. I changed my desk, put it over here, but I don't know if I'm going to leave that there. But I got another desk in the office where I'll be streaming from now, but I was streaming in this area because, remember, this was my backdrop right here. So I put this couch over here. The rest of y'all, let me see if I can show y'all. I didn't. Oh, yo, let me tell you how I took and this one over here. So let me tell y'all how I literally took all the bar stools down, tightened everything up, all of that. So I literally have been doing everything I can do, because like I said, I told God I really want to be able to stay here. I really want to be able to do the things that I need to do to take care of the joint. And so just getting rid of the energy that was not mine, and even if I got to start all over, like, I'd rather get rid of everything that is around me and keep my house. So prayerfully, the streaming just does what it needs to do, and it starts making me what I need to make. So if y'all notice, I've been streaming a whole lot more, trying to show y'all a whole lot more shit. Y'all, almost got electrocuted today. I almost died, like, in a real way. I was clipping my toenails and went to go grab this light that I wanted to put beside the, where I was clipping my toenails at on the floor. And the fucking light is one that came out of a lamp. So I disconnected the lamp and took the part that has the string and the cord on it. But I didn't realize that the metal part around the light is opening, so I need to take and put some rubber around it, or put some electrical tape around it. But anyway, I plugged it in and fucking grabbed the light, y'all. It shocked the shit out of me. And honestly, I feel like it broke whatever was right here. I don't know. And my cut is looking better. That's from when I was cleaning last time with y'all, and I cut myself on that damn sconce. So I've been having to kind of, but don't it got a perfect crescent moon in my hand, mind you. Second one, I done burned myself on this hand. I said, I don't know what it is about the crescent moon, but for some reason, I've been getting burn on this hand from the oven and everything else. And they all look like fucking crescent moons. Look at that. Look at that. So, hopefully, well, it looked like this. But mind you, I don't like all the scarring. I don't know what's happening with me, but literally something was happening. So, and it's funny because it's a crescent moon on my phone by the damn 507, and then it went out. That's crazy. So, y'all, that's what I was doing over here. Just trying to take care of some stuff, getting my house together, and trying to be a good steward of what God gave me. And, you know, at this point, I'm at the mercy of whatever's happening because it's out of my control. And so once things are out of your control, we can only do the part that we can do, and everything else we just leave to God. So I'm gonna just continue to do the things I need to do. Y'all wait till I take y'all in this room. I got a room that I was gonna turn into a closet, but I ain't been able to get the sections from freaking TikTok shop like they were supposed to be, because at one point in time they was giving me all types of stuff. As soon as America bought it, all the shit stopped. It was hard to get any damn thing. So now recently they've been giving me stuff, but then it took my fizzle. I ain't gonna lie. So I gotta try to get my spark back for TikTok shop because they be fucking playing in my face. But anyway, the room upstairs that I was gonna turn into a closet, y'all, it's clothes everywhere. And I gotta go through them because at this point I'm starting to feel like I don't want to wear anything that's there anyway to begin with. And I need to just either give some stuff away, but I gotta go in there and clean that room out. My garage, I gotta go clean the garage out because whereas one time it was all the way clear, when I started doing the stuff that was with the auction stuff, it ended up being extra stuff around that, little stuff, which I should put up to sale, but I just want to put it all in one box and sell it all at one point in time. So just going to do that and organize the stuff that I want, that I got around here that I want. Because I don't really like a lot of stuff. That's the other thing. Like me, I like the space. And so I do want to put get like a coffee table, and I had got one, but it was like way entirely too small. That's why you can't buy shit off Amazon too, because it turned out cute for something else, but it wasn't a big enough coffee table for in here. So I would like to have that, but like I said, I don't know if how I'm gonna turn this room around, because at first it was over there, and the way it is now seems so much more open. And so I actually like this better. And so even like with my desk being right here, I want to put a little chair there. It has the little bar stools over there. So I'm gonna figure it out what needs to be done where and how and what. But as of now, it's just a cleaning phase, trying to get everything together, and I pray to be done by this weekend. Because it's not a lot of stuff. It's just more of the waiting time for shampooing the carpets. Because even in the office where I'll be streaming from, I gotta move everything out of there and shampoo the carpet and then put everything back. And so it's the waiting time for that, and then the amount of when you move stuff around, when you cleaning, it seemed like you'll clean up one spot and then dirty up that spot and moving the shit around. And so it's been that. Like that don't belong there. That's over there on that side of that couch. That don't belong there. But I don't know where I'm gonna put it at. It could just stay there. But I mean, because it don't look bad. It just don't belong there. I mean, because it was some fucking where else. Then right behind y'all, I done moved my stereo behind y'all. Um, and I actually kind of like that there. So I might leave that too. But as of now, I was just moving everything around to make sure that the floor was able to get clean. The floor looks really, really good though. And that's one thing about the carpet. Even though it could potentially look dirty here and there, once I shampoo it, it looks back to a good, where I like it anyway. Nothing's gonna be better than new, but for a 20-year-old carpet in a house, I feel like it is looking exceptional, and I try to keep it that way. So, there is that. And then just trying to keep my focus, because y'all know how sometimes you be going through whatever it is that you're going through, and you don't know, what life is, where direction life is going to take you in, and you just waiting on the moment. But in the process, you still got to keep everything together, because I feel like everything is changing, and that's a wonderful thing. But in the process, it's like you still can't see where God is taking you to yet. You can't see the vision, because like I said, I'm streaming more. And prayerfully, that means that it's going to equate to more money, that where I'll be able to take care of myself and things of that nature, but it's not adding up quick enough. And so that's my only dilemma. It's like, little bits here and there, and I'm thankful for it. So don't, I'm not complaining. It's just that for what I need to take care of, it's not moving as fast as, the situation is moving. But, God knows what God is doing. So I ain't gonna say nothing, and I'm gonna just go with it, go with the flow the way that it's going. And so All I can just do is pray about it, keep praying about it, keep praying about it 5 times a day or more. And, continue to keep trying to take care of the stuff that I have and doing that, because that's one of the things. Um, do you use the the ceiling fan? What do you mean? I want to take them out. Like they were white when I first moved in here, and then when I got connected to a person, they was like, "Well, it might look better there." I like the white ones better, so I want to take them down and put back the white ones. So, do you use the ceiling for the ceiling fan? I don't know what you mean, because the ceiling is the one where the ceiling fans are at. I leave them running 24, no, I mean 365, 24 hours a day. I leave them running. Because in the summertime it makes it cooler, and in the wintertime it moves the heat around. So I always have them running. I mean, they shouldn't be that one's going entirely too fast, but it should be normally at this speed. So I don't know why that one's going as fast as it's going, but either way, right now it's drying the floor, so that's also helpful. Because all the water that's around, you got to make sure it dries really quickly and really nice. So hopefully it dries fast and I can go on up the steps, because that base, when I gotta take y'all up the steps, I probably put y'all at the top of the steps and then y'all see. Because then I like, my hallway is kind of long, so I don't know, I just be trying to make sure stuff is clean. But I had got into a little thing where it was almost like, I don't know, it wasn't dirty, but it just wasn't as clean as I normally like it. And plus, when you got, it's people around and stuff like that, so it's extra stuff that's happening. But, you know, everything is doing what it's doing, I guess. And like I said, I'm just praying that God allows me to be able to, take care of the things I need to take care of in here. And then I'll be off to the next step. Because, as I explained to everybody, I'm not moving with nobody. I don't want to live around nobody. I just like being where I'm at, which is right here. But, God may say different. It's time for you to move and go somewhere else. Where, I don't know. But I definitely know I ain't moving nowhere around nobody that I know. I'm going to go live in the Arizona desert with the people that's over there. Get in my car and just go. Because then I'm going to just be free to the world. And then y'all just going to be seeing me backpack everywhere. So my dad's like, you can move over here to Dallas. No, thank you. Like, I don't know why, but for some reason, I just can't see myself. I just want to be in my own bed, like in my own house, in my own space. When I want to turn my music up, I like turning my music up. I don't want to ever have to live with anybody to the tune of, now you got to worry about if you can't play your music or anything like that. Like, I don't like that. I'm a person, like, I just need to have my own space and be free. Like, I'm thankful that people will want me to come and, be around them and live around them, this, that, and the third, but I don't want to. I done got to the point where I'm just used to being with me. And so I just want things to do what they need to do, so that way I can stay put. But as y'all know, taxes and insurance is getting higher and higher and higher, which is making my mortgage payment higher and higher, and it don't work when you don't have a job. You know what I'm saying? Well, this is my job. Talking to y'all is my job, but it ain't working when it ain't working fast enough. You know what I'm saying? What, being to yourself? How you doing this morning, Devon? What, being to yourself? Being to yourself is good. Like, who the hell wants to live in somebody else's house and then you can't even fucking turn your music up when you want to? You gotta respect other people's rules and regulations and this, that, and the third. I like being here because guess what? If I decide to get up and turn my music up as loud as I fucking want to, I can. If I decide that I want to go out in my backyard and scream and break glass, I can. They want to take your peace of mind. Yeah, exactly. You want to have your own peace of mind. So I don't think I'm asking for too much by wanting to take care of myself. I know, people be upset that I live in a house all by myself, that, which is weird because I don't know why anybody would be upset about somebody, you know, uh, being in their own place and this, that, and the third. But you don't even understand how many people be jealous of the fact that I'm a person that lives by myself here. Like, for some reason, people want to see me living in a fucking box, and that's crazy. And so that's a sad thing too, to just really know and see that people be so hateful. Mind you, even when I got this house, like, this is a house that God gave me. Like, I wanted a different house, and it ended up being that I got this house. Granted, it was better, but for the most part, how you doing? I can't really see the names on here for some reason. It just looks small. But how you doing? You just came in here, Jaden, Juan. That's Juan. Hi, Juan. Um, yeah. So, but you would not believe how many people would just be jealous of the fact that, um, I live in it. But mind you, I got this house at a really good price. I got it when, the housing market was really, really not doing all that well, and I ended up getting it from a bank, and so, which was great. But then, the hating started and everything else, because everybody see that you have a house and this, that, and the third, and everybody wants something, and then it's like the comparison of something. My house has some things that their house don't have. I don't be comparing myself to nobody, and quite frankly, I just be glad that I can be in a spot by myself, like you said, like a peace of mind. Um, and then, the economy's bad, so it's not like, you can get too much help from outside from the people, because, and I'm not asking anybody to do anything but like, comment, share, like, help me get to the amount that I need in order to be able to do that. Because even when I put the GoFundMe up, I just put it up, in case anybody decided that they felt like they wanted to help, but it wasn't really, me expecting that, because everybody's going through their own little thing. And so it is, you want to have your own peace of mind, and that's good. Yes. And mind you, honestly, even when I got this house, I wanted it to do, I wanted to do stuff with people, like, host events and things of that nature in the back. That's why I was setting it up the way I was setting it up. And then it just seemed like, you got to go through the lessons or whatever, dealing with the people that you got to deal with, until you finally see and get beyond it and past it. And the sad part about it is, even being in a relationship, and I've been in 2 relationships since I've been in this house. I've been in this house for 10 years. And it's crazy because getting in a relationship showed me that the people that you could be sleeping with are even more jealous of you than people that are outside of the house. And that's crazy, because you would think that you get with somebody and they would help you build upon something. And instead, they let people get in their head, because it's always somebody outside of the person, like, people doing stuff, and they have, whatever family members or whatever exes or whatever they be dealing with. And then they start talking to them, and it's like they start sowing whatever it is in these people's head to make them think that, I don't know. It's just the weirdest thing. And so, one of the things I was thinking about even earlier today is that sometimes people speak things into existence long before you even realize. And so, one of the things that the first person that I was in a relationship told me, that they was gonna make it hard for anybody to talk to me, which it is hard for anybody to talk to me. Why? Because my standards got raised a whole lot. My boundaries got raised a whole lot more, which is great, but also a curse, right? A good one, but it's all in for me to see. The second one told me that they was going to make sure that I could take care of myself, or I would be able to take care of myself even without them. Guess what? God is making it so that I'm going to have to be able to take care of myself even without them. And so, who would have known that something that was said so many years ago was going to come to fruition? And I'm in there in my closet this earlier, like, moving stuff around, and that's the first thing I thought. Like, damn, people be saying stuff, and mind you, all we have to do is just listen to them. Because then when the stuff starts to fall into place, then it makes sense. Like, you don't know why you had to go through this or why you went through that, but we got to watch the words that gets used in the process, because all of these things are playing out. And it could have been 20 years ago that a person said something, right? And now it's ringing true. And you had to go through all of these steps. But the good thing about it is, and the part that I actually really love the most, is that I pray that, when God actually does it, that I can, be able to stay here and everything is going to be fine and I get to take care of my house the way I want to be able to take care of it. That I end up finding a group of people, some people that I can end up coming around, being around, gathering with, and it turns out to be something beautiful. Like this property gets used for something beautiful. That's what I pray, because that's what I wanted for it from the beginning. And so hopefully, that was God's clearing, part to get the people away that would have kind of hindered it anyway. They would have wanted it to make it about them and, try to control whatever it was that I did. And so hopefully, it gets rearranged to be able to now do the very thing that it was meant and supposed to do. Host connections. Like I wanted to do marriages and things of that nature, unions and stuff like that. And even if it's not like the um, legal, court shit, because I ended up going and get the pastor thing to be able to do that. So I could do that if I wanted to. But even if it's just like the unions and connections and, somebody needs a beautiful place to be at and things of that nature, like that's what I wanted to do. And it seemed like everything just kept getting pushed so far back with the people that I was getting connected with, because they wanted to make things about what they wanted, or they wanted to do manipulate in ways that, you know unbeknownst to me, this is what you want to do, or this is what you're trying to do. And so I keep saying it to people, like even the people on I was on TikTok on one of their like forums in there, and I was saying, when you find the right people to be around, like waking up every day and it's a group of people, because I would stay a whole lot more, to my your home is so pretty, thank you. I would stay a whole lot more to my diets and things of that nature, or not even really diets, to my lifestyle habits, like waking up, eating smoothies or eating vegetables and things of that nature, if I had other people around that did that. You know what I mean? So not that it should have to be, forced or anything else. It's just that when you have people that's what they're on and that's what y'all are doing, it kind of makes you stay more mindful and more focused to it. And so, I would love to have that. And hopefully one day God is, good enough to me to give me that, and I'm able to be here and it's doing what needs to be done. Because I feel like, I don't know, this land just offers so much more than just, my shelter and my provision. I feel like it's supposed to be so much more done here. But, we can always make whatever plans we want to, and then God's going to make whatever plans that is supposed to actually be made and go from there. So it just seems like that every time something is, getting ready to be the right thing, like I said, even with TikTok, I had a whole love of like, let me do content, this, that, and the third. I got some boxes that I need to do right now, but they really done killed my whole entire vibe, because the way they got their AI turned up, or whoever's monitoring my channel just stays on my ass so much that it keeps throwing alerts. They muting my videos, mind you, telling me that there's music in my videos. Ain't shit in the video but my voice. The other day they said that I didn't show a product. Mind you, product right there. Like whatever their AI is set on, it seemed like it's doing something weird targeting me. Because then later on, after I appeal it or something, then the appeal gets pushed through. Like it's almost like a whole hindrance. And I don't get what that is. So with all the dragging and everything else is what's causing more delays than anything. When, I mean, the delays are causing me not to be able to pay for stuff. You see what I'm saying? And so, and I had a whole little goal for that. And then here they come wanting to take over the system and fucking it up. And then when they took over the system, it kind of messed up my whole entire platform. So none of the videos was going through, but it messed up everybody's platform because everybody was complaining about it. So it wasn't just me. It was a whole slew of people that kind of, all of a sudden their AI is training. Meanwhile, their whole system is down. Meanwhile, they came in and wanted to take over the whole TikTok shop and everything else. So they started messing with the actual salespeople. Then it started, like at one point in time, I was getting a gift a day. Like I was able to do so many videos all at one time because I was getting new products every day. Then all of a sudden, the month of February, it was like, I think I literally got like 2 or 3 products in February. January, I had a product every fucking day, to the tune of like I was posting. And the other part was like, even when I got products from there, I would be able to post the products from TikTok shop also to Amazon, because I do like the Amazon thing too. And I was able to post them over there as well, and do double. And they just, I don't know, like I said, they just blew my whole entire everything when they came along, and it started to be, them messing with the system. And then I don't know. Either way, this too shall pass, and God will fix whatever needs to be fixed. So everything happens however it's supposed to happen. So maybe it's just, you going through it because, again, you have to be able to explain it. You have to be able to talk about it. You have to be able to articulate it to other people that are going to go through it. And, people will need assistance. And here I am, voila, having conversations and letting people know, I went through it too. And it's going to be okay. And y'all, I don't even know if y'all know it or not, but it's harder to motivate yourself. So on some days, even when I don't feel like things may not be going the right way, like I said, I almost got electrocuted today. How do you keep your couch pillow so how do you keep your, let me see, so tight? Oh, I just actually really just set it up. I just redone them because I've been in here just doing a bunch of cleaning. My son and my husband to ever pick. Girl, it's just a lot of going back behind it, and that's the thing. When you have kids and stuff like that, like I train my kids, I trained them early. Sit down. Like they was able to play and do things, you know what I mean. But y'all have to sit down and be able to do certain things. But then you want them to be kids and run around too. So that's the other thing. Right now it's just me. And so, I mean, my sons be around, I'm saying too, but for the most part, it's just me here during the day. Um, Mind you, I like it actually like that. When people kept saying when they move out, it's gonna be, you're gonna have empty nester syndrome. They didn't give me enough time to have empty nester syndrome because I didn't ever really like. I was alone probably for about 3, 4, 5 months, maybe at that, and then all of a sudden everybody was coming right back, which I don't mind, but it's just a thing when you want to be in your own energy. And then now, like I said, it was better for them to be here in the midst of everything that was going on because, people getting snatched up off the streets and this, that, and the third. But honestly, that's another thing because if I was able to do it, I would prefer to be able to put some stuff out back for them to be able to have their own spots, like them having their own houses, their own places, like put a couple sheds and stuff back there, and then let them have their own place that they want to go to, but also be here because then it's like right now you need to be close to your family, especially with everything that's happening. And so I kind of like it like that. But again, it's like, I still want to be able to have the money that I need to be able to have because to take care of it. And right now, I just don't because it's like I said, my platforms, I'm streaming more. I started doing that to be able to try to, get it together. And not to, for nothing, like I said, it's going slow, but it's going. So there's that. And eventually, if I talk to God enough, it'll happen. This fall, I'll be an empty nester. Makes me sad already. Why? You should be excited. Only because this is why I say, because now your kid is going to experience life and I mean, even if you do what I just said, like if they're going to school, that's one thing, and I get it. But to me, it was almost like that was my finding me moment. Like when everybody was doing what they're doing, that's now I can kind of focus on me. And I've been taking care of people since I was 9. So I was very much open to being able to just have that experience to find out the things that I like. And the funniest part is this. When it was just me, I realized that a lot of the things that I was eating, I didn't even really like. I was only eating it because, when you have kids, you grab stuff that's fast and, the stuff that I like, because I like sauces and things of that nature. And for the most part, you can't really do that because kids don't like sauces. People don't like sauces. When you got a husband or a boyfriend or whatever, they don't like certain things. So then you compromise and you eat whatever they want to eat. Like literally one day I was sitting here on that couch and I had literally just a mango. I wanted mango and rice. And y'all, just sitting on the couch eating my mango and my rice was almost like the best moment in life. And I know that sounds crazy, but it was just one of the best moments that I have ever had, because it was me just enjoying the moment and me just being right in the present moment with myself and just realizing like it is fucking peaceful as shit in this bitch. And this is what I want to eat, and I'm sitting in the place that I want to be, and this is what life is supposed to be like. And just think about how many times we're doing stuff that we don't want to do. We're going places we don't want to go with people we don't want to be around, and we just continue on doing that, for how many ever years, not ever really fully experiencing what we really, really want to do for ourselves. Because you're always being somebody's mom. You're always being somebody's wife. You're always being somebody's something. The doctor, the counselor, and then now you have time to just listen to your own thoughts or do the things that you want to do. Like, y'all, that moment in life was so freaking amazing to me. And like I said, it wasn't too much. It was just really taking it all in. And even even when I'm saying even about my house, like just taking it all in, like I'm a little black girl from Dover, Delaware. Like honestly, and I know that is the strangest thing, but growing up, even when I manifested this place, on my grandmom's roof in a house that didn't have no toilet, no plumbing. Mind you, toilet and plumbing existed because I had it at my own house, but I was at my grandmom's house at the time, hanging out with my cousins and them, whatever. But that house had nothing, but it had love. It had, the cousins that you wanted to be around. And I remember crawling out on the roof. Who would have ever known that that house that didn't really have much would be the thing that would bring me here? Because I remember manifesting this house as a kid on that roof. And we used to do this thing, and I still say it to this day. Starlight, star bright, first star see the night. I wish I may, I wish I might. Have this wish, I wish tonight. And then you just wish on a star. And literally not even knowing and understanding how much innocence and freedom a kid has to bring things into reality just by your words, just by your thoughts, just by the stars. And it's like stuff like that being outside, even at this house, like I have a trampoline outside. I cleared it off recently because I really actually want to go outside. Like it's getting warm, and I just want to be able to lay on a trampoline and look up in the sky and manifest the shit out of life again. Because as an adult, you don't really do that. You don't even have the opportunity to do that. You just going and going and going and going and going. But just think about, and that's the other thing. Imagine having a person with you that would do that with you. Because a lot of people think shit like that is weird. But imagine being with somebody that will go and lay on the trampoline with you and manifest life. Hold your hand and manifest life. Imagine having somebody that will just go and sit in a car with you and look at the stars in the sunroof. Like, y'all, people be getting so far away from the simplest of things that matter so much. I used to go take my kids outside in the car. I had a Durango, and I would take my kids outside in the car to sleep in the car. And not really to sleep in the car, but we would end up falling asleep there. But literally to open up the sunroof, I would take blankets and pillows and everything out there with them and let's just lay in the car. We had the little, the little camcorder and things of that nature. The what's the little thing that plays the music? I mean the videos. Um, I know what you're saying. I'm 55 now, so my sentence where I come for other people. 95 rich person in life as I allow others to dictate what I should think. And that's a fact. And see, I'm 50. I literally just turned 50 years old. And, for the most part, it's one thing that I love about me, even at 50, is that, and I said I would never ever allow anybody to do anything that would harm my innocence. And that's the thing. I promised myself that, because life will make you hard, right? And it's like the stuff that's just like that, like being able to take my kids out to the car and, blankets and pillows, open up the sunroof and teach them starlight, star bright, first star I see tonight. I wish I may, I wish I might have this wish I wish tonight. Teach them manifestation. Teach them that, anything is possible if you put your mind to it. Mind you, even now, me learning a whole lot more along the journey, right? And, how words and things of that nature. Like, I was manifesting stuff innocently. And then it came to a point where the more you learned, then it's like the clouding of the brain, right? And we have to always make sure that we're doing things the way we want to do them, no matter who we with or why we're with them. And it's easier said than done, because sometimes you'll be thinking that it's you that wants to do a thing, meanwhile you're doing it actively because of the people that you're around. And that's why I said, like, when everybody was away, that's when I started really considering who I was, and knowing what I liked and what I really wanted to be involved in. So they remember that time. Girl, I'm trying to tell you. Mind you, my daughter still does stuff with her kids. She does stuff with her kids that I used to do with them. So that's like, I'm thankful that I really actually put that impression on her. And that's the thing, because y'all, when you used to actually having things too, that's another thing, because you go through whatever you go through during the time. And I said, I've never stayed down long, so that's the other thing. And I know eventually I'll be able to do, whatever it is that I'm wanting to do, but it's just when the time comes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I pray that it's before something happens and then I can't recover it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that I even think that I'm gonna be, you know, in this position for forever. I already know I'm not, and I already know things are changing. Um, for the better. So I don't know, y'all. I could just be, like I said, I'm doing all the cleaning and everything right now, getting everything in order, because as of now, you can't ask God for stuff, and you got to be a steward over the little things. So I'm being a steward over the little things, and like I said, I'm not really asking for anything other than to be able to take care of what I got, because I'm not asking to move into a different house. I love my house. I love everything about it. I don't have to have a bigger house. This is the house that I got. This is the house God gave me. I'm cool with it. If something else happens, then it is what it is. But I'm being a steward over the things that I actually have right now. I'm thankful for what I have. And so that's all I'm gonna say. Everything will work itself out the way it works itself out. So that's all I have to say, to that. Because I don't ever want to complain about anything. Because I actually, even though everything that I went through got me here, even to this moment, sitting here talking to y'all right now, like, y'all do not realize that as I'm talking to y'all, I'm kind of like in awe. Even still, like, even looking around, I'm in awe that I even made it this far. And so if nothing else, happens or gets better, I made it this far. But I know God is good and things change. You know what I'm saying? So, but even this moment makes me realize, like, I have a very good life, even in the midst of. So everything that happened, to is really how God lined it up. Cause not in a million years would I even think that I would even have platforms to where, people come in from everywhere and talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I have some people that come in every day from different places, different time zones, different everything. And it's kind of like us developing and building our own little family and everything else, even though, like, I don't know them, they don't know me, but we know each other. And on top of that, it's like when, if you believe in past lives or reincarnation, like the social media is kind of the thing that allowed you to find your soul family a lot faster. Even if, because like me, I would want to get, close to them. I would want to wake up with them. Like I said, I want to eat with them, live the life with them, be able to, wake up. Let's talk about smoothies and what we're going to eat. Let's talk about, doing this, that, or whatever it is we're talking about, whatever it is we're doing, right? Be actively able to physically talk to a person, wake up and talk to a person. And although I now wake up and talk to them over the internet, one day I pray that, whoever's meant to be around, I get closer to them and we get to wake up and talk to each other in real life. Because the other part that I have learned is just because you meet somebody, one day don't mean that it's not going to be the person that or the people that you're supposed to be around. Because I've been around people for forever that's not here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think that those people would be here. I would want those people to be here, but guess what? They're not here. And they're not here because they chose not to be here. You sound like a very nice woman. Thank you. I try to be. I enjoy talking. Thank you. Make sure you go ahead and give me a like. Normally I'm up walking around, and I could go live every 8:15 Monday through Friday. I'm just sitting here now because I just got off that step this morning. Thank you. Thank you for chatting. I will subscribe. Have a great day. You too. Thank you. All right, y'all. I love y'all, and I'll be seeing y'all later because I'm probably just going to... I probably should just lay here, actually. I don't got no blankets down here, though, so... I guess I gotta take myself upstairs. So I gotta walk on that wet step, but I should just be here laying down. I got a blanket in the office, but oh, matter of fact, I do got a blanket in there, right in my book bag. So that is another thing. Y'all be very peaceful in here, so y'all can stay if y'all want to, but I'm probably gonna go to sleep on y'all now. I don't know if y'all got good views or not, but either way, if you come in and you replay it, give me a like and a follow. Thank you. Um, Thank you, Sandra. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you for the blessing. I truly appreciate you. Everybody that's watching, I truly appreciate y'all too. Thank y'all for the likes and everything. I totally appreciate it. Y'all, life is good, even in the midst of, y'all. I keep saying the same exact thing. Like, people do not realize, like, how much of a great time we're in, even in the midst of all the bad things that's happening, just so y'all know. Because now we get to see the things unfolding, and we may be able to see the change that is going to happen. And that's an amazing thing, too. So just be mindful. We can't let people steal our joy in no form or fashion, no matter what we're going through. But I'm going to grab my blanket because I'm probably just going to lay right here because of the fact that I don't want to walk past them damn daggone steps, though. I'll tell you that. So, y'all, I guess I'll shut y'all down and then we'll come back later on. So I will be seeing y'all later, I guess. I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Sandra, thank you so